Happy 4th of July weekend, and what better way to kick off Sunday morning than an Eastern Conference rivalry. Welcome into Barron Stadium as New England Revolution 2 host the rematch against Philadelphia Union 2. For MLSNextPro.com and One Football, I'm Philip Galati. Thanks so much for joining us. The Revs roll back into town after 5 games unbeaten on the road. Miles Morgan led the charge last time out with his 10th career MLS Next Pro goal and his 3rd strike in his last 4 appearances. With a win today, New England could go level on points with Columbus atop the East. As for Philadelphia, they went down to 10 last time they played New England, but still put up a valiant effort, losing to a late 86th-minute winner. With some talented academy names back into the fold tonight, they've got a shot to make up some serious ground in the table this afternoon. As for the starting lineups for both sides, a couple of changes to talk over, starting first with the hosts and head coach Pablo Moreira guiding them to that incredible unbeaten run on the road. 4 back is the way to go today. Max Weinstein gets his 5th start of the season. The Pennsylvania native started all 4 matches last month in between the posts. Meanwhile, in midfield, Joe Buck getting his first start of the 2026 campaign. Demario McIntosh leads the team in assists with 4. Keep an eye on him at right back to make those darting runs in behind. And Miles Morgan gets the nod up top with the team leading 6 goals. To his right is Carlos Zambrano, the former Syracuse graduate, inked his first pro contract in February after a 5-goal and 3-assist campaign with the Orange. As for Philadelphia, just a couple of changes from their last match against Red Bull New York 2. Pierce Holbrook made some great saves in that match. He is the goalkeeper at the back. Rafael Uzcategui wears the captain's armband. The big change up top is Eddie Davis III coming in for Sal Olivas. They couldn't get the ball rolling in terms of goal scoring last time out. So instead, Malik Jakupovic will slide to the left as a 2-striker pairing to try and link up in the final third. But keep an eye on that right wing for number 47, Kellen LeBlanc. The academy graduate had a brace on his debut back in 2024 and has never looked back. A GA Cup winner with the Philadelphia Academy and already with 3 assists on the campaign in MLS Next Pro. So it'll be Revs 2 on the left side of your screen in the red and navy, Philadelphia Union 2 in the yellow and the blue. It was a hotly contested battle the last time these two teams met. Philadelphia went down to 10 early in the first half, but stayed in the fight right until the very end. It was the defender, Jake Shannon, getting his first professional goal in that match to steal all 3 points for New England, and since then they have not looked back on the road. Clever little moves. Zambrano trying the direct ball in behind, and the flag will go up. New England wanting to go Route 1 early. Looked like Shuma Sasaki breaking the lines there. But last time out against Red Bull New York 2, Philadelphia were susceptible to that quick pass in behind. Buck in midfield now. Got some minutes off the bench last time out, the Arlington Mass native. A header toward frame, and it's just wide. Another direct ball in behind, and it nearly connected. That's how quickly New England want to go forward. And it's a perfect pass to be able to thread two defenders like that. It was Carlos Zambrano just trying to turn back into it. And a long whistle right at midfield. Discipline going to be a big talking point in this one. It always is in these rivalry matches. It's just a little bit extra physicality. And especially Philadelphia with something to prove after dropping points on home soil to New England last time these two teams met. Lovely quick passing to release Oliveira. Early ball. The defender loses his footing, goes by Morgan. Still alive for New England. They've got numbers forward now, crossed in, headed right at Holbrook. It was Cristiano Oliveira who started the move and nearly capped it off. Nearly fell for Miles Morgan, who couldn't get goal side. Called for it back right away. And then it was a darting run back into the path of the ball from Oliveira. New England staying alert. Very hot start for the hosts here. McIntosh. Another look in behind, and Zambrano will see the offside flag go up. And so now Philadelphia starting to grow into the game and pushing that back line up. It's a bit of a risky move to play that offside trap. Step up numbers so high, especially with how vertical Philadelphia want to be with their wingbacks. But when it works, it's very discouraging. But the big question for Union 2 tonight will be the goal scoring. Last time out, it was Theo Reed up top, who has 2 on the campaign, who saw the lion's share of chances on the break against New York. Wasn't able to convert or really get anything started. John Ruff had some touches off the bench. He's available tonight, the 17-year-old. Malik Jakupovic and Eddie Davis III will be the 2-striker pairing, trying to bring it down for the visitors. Zambrano loses one, has McIntosh. Oliveira trying to make the run. Not the best clearance, but on top of it is Benitez. Here is Davis. Does well to hold it up, and now Sequeira invited forward. Mendoza. Well intercepted by Oliveira. Zambrano immediately at pace the other way. Masindin. Oliveira. Look at the space he's created. Will try and stand it up on the left foot. Just stabbed at it a bit, didn't get the height he wanted. Big coming together, and the whistle sounds. You can hear the crunch of the challenge from here. Not much protest from the Revs. 2 players at first. Players still down. Set piece opportunity here, though, for New England. They've committed the center half forward as well. Numbers queuing up sporadically in the box, keeping their spacing. Not all lined up at the back post. Ball goes right into the mixer, headed away, and then the volley on the second attempt will bounce wide. McIntosh, one-on-one, driving into the area, staying upright, getting the cross away. Blocked for now. Buck on the second opportunity, and well done by Holbrook to come and claim. Philadelphia is still struggling to break down the lines a little bit. New England right on them. Appeals for handball, but instead it's called for a push. New England really being aggressive in that middle third. And this is something that Philadelphia were used to last week against the Red Bull system, and struggled to play through it in that second half, but some bright moments in the first. It's good link-up play. Davis on the Trivella ball. Overlapping run was made. Sequeira still there in support. Now a chance for Philadelphia to set their shape. Crunching challenge comes in, and Buck is called for it. Heard that whistle a few times now early in this match. There'll be just 2 in the wall for Weinstein. And a high line as well. Revs 2 will look to hold the 18. Jamaria McIntosh told to keep an eye out for the Lone runner behind the wall. Caden Moore will trot forward. Decent looking ball at first, but in the end, too much hang time. "13 minutes gone from Barron Stadium." Philip Galati with you for New England and Philadelphia, kicking off Sunday in an action-packed slate of MLS Next Pro soccer. Dynamo Dos is next up against Minnesota, that at 4:30. A bunch of games all the way from 6 to 10 o'clock, all available for free on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball as the flag goes up again. Neither side willing to budge on their back line. Darlene, it's a great ball. Decent first touch as well. And look at the numbers striding forward for New England. First time ball back in front for Morgan. Can't redirect on frame. But again, another blisteringly quick Revs 2 move. They knew where it was going as soon as they got the set piece. Darlene with the big switch, cut back in front. Morgan on his left, just unable to wrap around it. Had the defender on his right shoulder. But it's three quick passes that break down Philadelphia. Holbrook has miskicked that one. Little flick forward. And one by Masinden. Racing forward. Oliveira given space on the ball. England not being closed down as quickly in the final third. Oliveira on his left, spots the run of Masinden, who gives the thumbs up. Revs 2 just exploring the half spaces on this Philadelphia block. That's where they'll start to find him in and around the corners of the 18-yard box, especially with the time they've been given on the wings. Just over the head of Buck. And all the way back from Timo Mendoza. 16-year-old got the start last time out against New York. Here come Philly on the break. Nobody there, but he doesn't need the help. Eddie Davis goes alone and scores against the grain for Union 2. Philadelphia draw first blood on the road. Davis is onside there, one-on-one, has the pace. It's a great ball in behind. It's such a difficult angle. Does well to set his feet, just open up the hips and pass it into that bottom left corner. His third of the year, now tied with Jakupovic for second on the team. Philadelphia, despite not starting the brightest, have got the first goal.
From number 77, Edward Davis, with an assist from number 41, Matthias DePaula, at the 17th minute.
Credit to Matej DePaula for that perfectly weighted pass in behind. And a big momentum shift now. Morgan making the run. The pass was intercepted by his own teammate. Maybe just a bit of miscommunication there. Darlene under pressure. Philadelphia bringing the heat now. Oliveira. That'll likely be a yellow card. It's a pretty blatant jersey pull there, and the referee will have a word. Is it stopping a promising attack? It is. Booking brandished. Oliveira squares up one-on-one, gets on that favored left foot. And Caden Moore has no choice but to pull him back by any means necessary. The big question time for Philadelphia was the goal-scoring piece. 5-0 last time out against New York. Eddie Davis played in the match before that and scored against Orlando City B. Did not feature last week. And then gets his second goal in as many matches inside 20 minutes tonight.
Union 2 yellow card on number 46, Caden Moore, in the 19th minute.
Darlene, the Swede with a lovely turn, was under some real pressure there. That's a quick way to make your coach's heart skip a beat as Morgan goes down, wants a trip, the referee right on top of it. Now can Philadelphia set their shape a little bit? It's been a bit disjointed at the back, and right on cue, Zambrano's found the space, cutting it back, open cross on the right foot, brought down in front, the first shot blocked from Sasaki, but McIntosh was wide open at the back post. That's a big challenge, and the referee says no. Still alive for New England. Deflected, loose ball, and Holbrook out quickly as the flag comes up. Well, the last time New England played Philadelphia, head coach Pablo Moreira was off upgrading his coaching license. The goalkeeper coach, Brad Knighton, as well. Had to watch that game from the stands of a training field. Even then, he said he was biting his nails and knew the physicality of a New England-Philadelphia matchup. How fitting, of course, that these two teams meet on July 4th weekend. Two pivotal places in the birthplace of a nation. But no love lost in the rivalry. And now a chance for Philly on the break again. The shot from distance takes a difficult bounce and well read by Weinstein. Maybe a bit of a let-off there. The pass was there to either side. Instead taken solo. Oliveira wants to break out the skills. And there's that physicality again, and Philadelphia have a 3-on-2, and they're onside here with numbers. Davis open for the square, doesn't need it. LeBlanc this time. makes it 2-0 in the blink of an eye for Philadelphia. His first of the season. And Union, too, have flipped the first half on its head. New England totally caught out. LeBlanc in behind. Just waits for the slightest movement from the goalkeeper. Right down the middle.
Union 2, number 47, Kellen LeBlanc, assisted by
and
number
Philadelphia
57, Sal Alavas, in the 23rd minute.
On the break. Looking dangerous as ever. It is night and day from their performance last time out against New York. And New England in the early stages here have been stunned on home soil. It's the first time they've conceded 2 goals at Byrne Stadium since May 10th. That game was 1-0 at halftime in favor of New York City FC 2. New England went on to win 3-2. But that was the only other time this season they've conceded more than 1 goal at Byrne Stadium. Another big challenge, and it bounces fortuitously for the visitors. Davis can start another counter. Big first touch, and it's a foot race. This could be 3 for Philadelphia. Last-ditch challenge wins the ball. It was either going to be a well-won ball or likely a red card there for Gabe Dahlin. Made a business decision, and it paid off. Philadelphia looking ever so quick as soon as they get on the ball. Oliveira to cut into the deficit, wants to dance, gets the cross away, and it was a great one as well. Morgan a half step late, and Zambrano urging his teammates forward. This was another look at the chance. Does Dahlin get this right? Yes, he does. The ball is won cleanly. The studs are down. He comes in from an angle. It's awfully close, but he's just about timed that right. Pierce Holbrook started the last 4 matches, sends this one into midfield, is still looking for his first clean sheet. And if you watch the first 10-15 minutes of the match, you'd think he was going to be the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. But since the opening 10 or 15 minutes, Philadelphia get 2 quick goals on the break and are in the driver's seat. New England have won 7 of 9 at home this year. 4th in the league for points per game. They have a chance to go top of the East with Columbus with a win today. But Union, too, could make up some serious ground. As things stand, they're all the way up to 9th, just 1 point off the playoff places. As we eclipse the halfway point of the campaign. Zambrano. Shuma Sasaki. Again, Philadelphia backing off. New England creating those one-on-one opportunities. Unable to get by their mark. Masinden to recycle. Smith got his first professional goal last time out. Notched an assist as well. Union 2 creeping forward a little bit. Buck with the check of the shoulder. Behind Dahlin. New England forced back even further. And this is the width that New England want. You can see the space between the two center halves. The fullbacks aren't even on your screen, which has allowed them the versatility to go forward, but has also exposed them on the break for those 2 early goals. The first goal took just 2 passes. It was the goalkeeper all the way up to midfield. Mateusz DePaula threaded it through for Eddie Davis on a tight angle. Second goal came from the back line as well. Morgan trying to beat the back line. Takes it down off his chest, but the referee says the arm extended. You saw the appeals immediately for handball. It may have just come off his upper bicep there. That's what the referee's motioning, not offside. Miles Morgan, the Ontario native, scored last time out against his former club, Toronto. Had a few as well for Vancouver Whitecaps FC too. Has scored 5 in 6 appearances for Canada's U20 men's national team. Of course, Canada falling yesterday to Morocco. Former New England Revolution player Tajon Buchanan, a consistent starter with them. Of course, Alphonso Davies, who came up through the Whitecaps Academy. Didn't see a lot of action this World Cup. One of a handful of players who have spent time in Major League Soccer, over 100 in fact, represented at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. 44 came up through the MLS player pathway. 19 of them have represented their clubs in MLS Next Pro. Some really intriguing stories, all available on MLSNextPro.com to check out more. Another little flick from Oliveira. McIntosh given time and space. Can he pick out the right ball? It's well read. Mendoza got the faintest of touches on it. And now Sequeira away with DePaula. Stopped in his tracks. And the referee will halt proceedings for a hydration break. It was New England looking likely to open the scoring before Philadelphia did it, not once but twice. Here was the first. Eddie Davis, 2 defenders in front of him, picks his spot in the 17th minute. Shows the love to the pass from DePaula. And then, just 6 minutes later, Philadelphia would hit again. And once again, it's on the break. Loose ball in midfield, and a quick touch in behind was all that was needed. Jakupovic releasing LeBlanc, one-on-one. No help needed. Max Weinstein and the Revs 2 back line beaten twice in the span of a few minutes. And Philadelphia, despite not seeing as much of the ball, have been far more clinical in the final third. So what is the charge now issued by head coach Pablo Moreira to his side? Full credit to head coach Chris Harmon as well. He said last time out, that 5-0 loss to Red Bull New York 2, he said, we don't dwell on things. We've had tough training sessions, and we've had some results not go our way, but these guys are up for the challenge. Didn't make a lot of changes from that starting lineup. That lost 5-0, and you could see why. When they're firing on all cylinders, Philadelphia look very, very strong indeed. And they've made their first change here. Finn Sundstrom, the former DC United man, will make way for Andrew Craig, who did start in that Red Bull New York 2 match. 18-year-old has been a key player for the side since about the midway point of May. got his first professional start against New England back on May 13th and played the full 90 in that match.
Substitution for Philadelphia Union 2. Entering the field, number 65,
So an early
Andrew
change
Craig,
at the back, and
leaving
his
the
job
field,
will be
number
to discourage
66,
Miles Morgan
Finn
from getting on
Sundstrom.
those direct passes in behind. Referee with the final check of his assistants. And play is called to resume. New England shrugged off the ball again in midfield. That is where the battle has been. Players flying into challenges in every direction. Morgan checks back, goes down. Masinden goes alone, and Craig immediately into the match. Blocks it bravely with the noggin and looks a bit shaken up as well. There was some real venom behind that from Masinden. Referee waves off the 50-50. Oliveira, clever flick. McIntosh with the speed, looking for Morgan. Instead, it's a late run from Zambrano, clattering into his mark. And has some words to exchange with the referee. He's got to be careful to keep his temper. McIntosh again has been the outlet on the near side in the half space. It's a decent ball in, and well, it is a foul. Zambrano is late to it. He says they're both jumping, and that is true, but he was not going to be anywhere near that ball. It's that final pass that's been lacking for New England. They've gotten the numbers in the area, but when the cross comes in, Philadelphia are able to discourage it just about in the nick of time. Nobody picked up Oscar Benitez. Made his 50th career MLS Next Pro appearance last time out against New York, his 25th career start. Milestone moment for the Carabobo Venezuela native. Another Benitez, pardon me, from Santiago de Cali in Colombia, the former St. Louis City 2-man. After coming up through the Hejibu Bragantino Academy. Sasaki. Masinden. Time and space. Thought about the shot. Zambrano closed down quickly. Masinden came off his heel. Zambrano turning. Sasaki, one more time. There's height behind this one. Morgan is there. Amidst a clash of bodies, the ball skips away. Darlene, aggressive step, and just wants to make sure that Philadelphia can't go quickly while he's out of position. Shannon goes down hard. Referee, late whistle. It does give the Revs the call. Zambrano asking for persistent infringement, and he has certainly been a vocal party in this first half. Usually it's the captain's job to express his grief with the official. That would be Gabe Darlene on the ball now. Good vision of the far side. Smith has stayed high. Space in the middle now for Zambrano. Taken down right outside the box. And it was a very similar spot on the pitch where Carlos Zambrano opened his account for New England against Red Bull New York 2 from a free kick back in April. It's certainly a foul. He takes that last touch just away from the defender, put himself between the body and the ball, and invite the contact. And Zambrano already calling dibs on the free kick once again. Big opportunity for New England to claw their way back into this game. Holbrook with 4 in his wall. A couple Philadelphia players standing over it too. Javon Masindin to the right of Carlos Zambrano. Masindin exchanging some words with Giovanni Sequeira. New England have put 2 of their players next to the wall as well. The referee making sure to dot his I's and cross his T's. Zambrano in the 40th minute to have the deficit. Deep breath. Carlos Zambrano will go for it, and it's into the wall. Immediately picks up his own rebound. 5 shirts around him. And Masindin trying to keep it alive, cannot. Oh, that's great work from Masindin to hustle back for that. It's a let-off for New England. But Philadelphia don't get the sigh of relief of clearing their lines. Good ball in behind. Zambrano is on. Has to keep it in. And his McGeady spin runs out of real estate. And now Union 2 can exhale. No interest in building short with this one. And why would you? Philadelphia don't want to invite that high press from New England. Just send it forward. 3 navy and red shirts underneath it, though. Andrew Craig with the good header. Davis dispossessed momentarily, still vying for it and going over. Referee says no dice. Darlene, McIntosh off to the races again. Oliveira has the space inside to the feet of Morgan. And now for McIntosh. Needs one more pass. Has overhit it. Smith picks it up. Zambrano showing short. He could have a go here. He will have a go here. Can't pick out the top right corner. Carlos Zambrano becoming more and more active in the latter stages of this first 45. And as of right now, it's 2 quick goals on the break that put Union 2 in front. Oliveira does well to find the open man, and Masindin drags it wide. Cristiano Oliveira with some excellent vision. 2 defenders in front, but neither of them closing down the half space to work that back in front. And Masindin just swipes across it, takes a bit of a hop on him. And now Philadelphia will play short. Switching things up a little bit. De Paula. Towards Davis. Shannon wins the first and Buck the second. Philadelphia again just sitting back a little bit. Almost inviting the pressure as Davis may have left a foot in there. He's trying his best to hustle it down. He's got some real speed on him, as we saw in the first goal. Zambrano goes over. And the New England bench is irate. Craig with the heads-up play, and Holbrook can pick it up. Oh, lovely little flick from Sequeira. And McIntosh wanted no part of that, and will get the yellow card. Cheeky. Just enough to lift it over McIntosh, and Demario McIntosh will take his yellow card in stride. Giovanni Sequeira eclipsed the 3,000 MLS Next Pro minute mark last time out.
Yellow card on number 19, Demario McIntosh, in the 44th minute.
There's that little bit of creativity, that little bit of flair that Sequeira possesses that can really open things up. And now McIntosh can get him back with a decent ball in. Instead, it's deflected. Now he's got to hustle back. Masindon is there to cover for him. Sequeira to safety. More skill from Philadelphia as Moore gets the nutmeg.
Attention, the fourth official has awarded 6 minutes of added time to the first half.
Be a decent chunk of change on the end of this first half. 6 minutes at a minimum. Buck still going forward. Early ball stamped in from Smith, and he sliced across it. It's starting to break down a little bit now for New England. We're looking likely to get their name on the score sheet. Instead, it's petered out, that attacking momentum. Philadelphia picking up more of the second ball now. Still yet to be settled. Zambrano towards Sasaki, 3-on-2. If Morgan can bring it down. Craig with an important touch. Allows the numbers to get back. Crossed in towards Morgan. Craig there again. The lone substitute of the match thus far. Holding it down at the back for the visitors. Oliveira to swing it in on the left foot. Zambrano checks two and spins around. It was toward the space he vacated. Falls kindly for him. Trying to get one away on his left foot and nearly finds the bottom right corner. Not a bad effort on his weak foot. It's a little bit of a heavy touch. You could see him racing to get to the ball. Holbrook may have had it covered. Knew where his post was. Just kind of collapsed that arm as he goes to ground. Excellent bearings from the goalkeeper. Just to let that go wide. Backline has shifted a little bit toward the strong side of the ball for New England. Allows the space on the switch, and there it is. Masindon Found the underlapping lane. Instead holds his run. Sasaki will go himself and draw another corner. Once again, Union 2 closing down those spaces in the final third. Masinden and Shannon in the 6-yard box. Morgan and Deline vying for space at the back post. Instead, another low delivery. Sakara with a creative flick. And here come Philly again on the break. Davis has some speed and some space, but the ball is overhit. McIntosh this time discourages a third for Union 2. Shannon was given time and then just boots it away in the end. Darlene with a bit of a push there. Davis wanted it. Referee won't oblige. Oliveira line-breaking ball overhit. Buck with time to take it down, and Jakupovic nearly stole it off him. Again, it's another force. Philadelphia have just stretched a little bit wider on defense, discouraging those passes in the channels. That one came all the way off the corner flag, though. This will pin Union 2 back deep in their own half. And Philadelphia, no hurry to restart play. Nursing the 2-goal cushion into the break. Head coach Chris Harmon has found success on the counterattack as Jakupovic draws the foul in the final minute of the added time. Coach Harmon joined the Philadelphia organization in August of 2025, was a coach of the U18s, and coached a lot of these players in the Philadelphia Academy onto their first professional minutes and beyond. He's relied on that academy backbone today and many times throughout the year. Sasaki upended, but ball won cleanly. Excellent challenge. Craig just wants it away, and that'll do for the first half. 2-0 at the break, Philadelphia over New England. Coming up in our halftime show, highlights in our holiday weekend schedule, but after the break, a Pride Month story on the importance of soccer and community when we come back.
Vancouver Denver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida.
Totally, I'm
From
like,
the city of angels to the heartland.
I'm like, okay, cool, I got this.
The world's
Right on,
brightest
appreciate it.
stars light up our fields, and our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city, one game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back. June was Pride Month, and we take you to Cincinnati and superfan Mark Brockman on how he and his soccer community found each other.
I'm from Belgium. I'm 21 years old, playing offensive midfielder for North Texas SC. Started playing for my hometown, Royal Sport. There's not a lot of people in my hometown. It's not really like a sport town or anything like that. It's just like a village, like a small village club. I played there for like 5 years. Yeah, that's where I started playing soccer. Coming from semi-pro back home, never won any trophy, never did anything, and then going to Northeast and just, talking with the coach before joining them. He was talking about trophy, winning a national championship, and that's what I wanted. That's why I joined them, and the first year we lost in the semi-final, and we came up close, losing 0 games, losing 1 game, and it was the game in the semi-final. And then the year we came back, we won it all. So first big trophy for the college as well, first national championship, and it meant a lot to me. Yeah.
FC Dallas selects number 306 Edward Miss from the University of Illinois.
No, it was crazy. I mean, I was sitting with my whole family on the couch in my house, and even my best friend from back home, and I just wanted to hear my name. Thought that was the moment for me, and it happened. So I was really happy. And one of my goals coming to America as well was getting drafted, as well as going Division 1, and just that happening was like surreal. I couldn't believe it in a sense, because going from hometown club, village, playing 6 years there, then playing semi-professional, you don't expect yourself 3 years later to get called in the MLS Super Draft and signing professional for FC Dallas. For this season, I would say, yeah, I want to be obviously the MVP of the league. That would be a good goal of mine. I mean, everything possible, like winning the Golden Boot, everything. But at the end of the day, I just want to win a trophy with North Texas. I know they won one in 2024, and I want to win one again. I want to give my teammates the best effort from me on the field, and just they can look up to me and be like, yeah, this guy is trying his hardest, and we want to work for him at the same time, and just help the team winning trophies.
I'm Mark Brockman. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm an FC Cincinnati 2 supporter. I spend a lot of time paying attention to FC Cincinnati. The 2 team is ultimately just another outlet to get away and think about soccer for 90 minutes instead of whatever else is going on. I really enjoy the opportunity to come to the games, and the 2 team is so interesting because you can see young players and know, well, Andre Trilla debuted for this team last year at 16. Well, now he's starting for the first team, and he's one of the best ball progressors in the league. And you could have seen that last year at Scudamore. And I think that's a really cool experience. And I think there's something to be said for FCC fans who have never been to a 2 game. They don't know the highs and lows of MLS Next Pro. And there's nothing really like it to be around families and people, and you can hear everything on the field. And sometimes somebody's just going to rip a long shot and it's going to go in and the crowd's going to go wild and you'll never see a replay. And you were there. You know, struggling with mental health and depression, it's really like a numbness and an apathy that gets to you. And for me, at least, it's what kind of ate away. I just didn't feel anything about anything. And FCC really provided me an outlet to feel again. And it was highs and lows and excitement and anger. And one of the first games I went to, we had a player allegedly bite somebody, and GB did not bite anybody. But, you know, it's controversy and it's emotion and it's getting back to feeling things, not just being numb to the world. I think Pride Month is about community, and it's really important for me growing up. I didn't necessarily always see representation out in front of me. So growing up, I knew I was different, but I didn't know if it was okay. And I think Pride Month gives you a really good opportunity to get out there and be loud and proud. And it gives the younger generation an opportunity to see people living their lives as gay people or queer people. I think if there was something I was going to tell a kid or myself when I was in the closet younger, it's probably the most important thing in your life is going to be loving yourself. And if you love you, you're going to find people who will love you too. I mean, people told me it gets better and be yourself as a kid, and it always kind of sounds dumb and banal and cliche, but there really is something to be your authentic self, and you're gonna do what you're passionate about and engage in your hobbies and things you're passionate about, and you will find a community that you enjoy and that loves you for who you are. Ultimately, being yourself is going to be more rewarding than being anybody else wants you to be. And just don't be afraid, because ultimately none of it matters.
So my name is Edouard Nice. I'm from Belgium. I'm 21 years old, playing offensive midfielder for North Texas SC. Started playing for my hometown, Royal Dutini Sport. There's not a lot of people in my hometown. It's not really like a sport town or anything like that. It's just like a village, like a small village club. I played there for like 5 years. Yeah, that's where I started playing soccer. Coming from semi-pro back home, never won any trophy, never did anything, and then going to Northeast and just, you know, talking with the coach before joining them. He was talking about trophy, winning a national championship, and that's what I wanted. That's why I joined them. And the first year we lost in the semi-final, and we came up close, losing 0 games, losing 1 game, and it was the game in the semi-final. And then the year we came back, we won it also. First big trophy for the college as well. First national championship, and it meant a lot to me. Yeah.
FC Dallas selects number 306 Edward Nice from University of Illinois.
No, it was crazy. I mean, I was sitting with my whole family on the couch in my house, and even my best friend from back home, and I just wanted to hear my name, you know. Thought that was the moment for me, and it happened. So I was really happy. And one of my goals coming to America as well was getting drafted, as well as going Division 1. And just that happening was like surreal. I couldn't believe it in a sense, because, you know, going from hometown club, village, playing 6 years there, then playing semi-professional, you don't expect yourself 3 years later to get called in the MLS Super Draft and signing professional for FC Dallas. For this season, I would say, yeah, I want to be obviously the MVP of the league. That would be a good goal of mine. You know, I mean, everything possible, you know, like winning the Golden Boot, everything. Like, but at the end of the day, I just want to win a trophy with North Texas. I know they won one in 2024, and I want to win one again. You know, I want to give my teammates the best like effort from me on the field, and just like they can look up to me and be like, yeah, this guy is like trying his hardest, and we want to work for him at the same time, and just help the team winning trophies.
On Wednesday, North Texas had its ribbon-cutting ceremony and first official practice at the new Texas Health Mansfield Stadium. With a capacity of over 7,000, Mansfield Stadium sits on a 250-acre stabled entertainment district and was the FIFA World Cup base of operations for Czechia last month. The stadium opens for soccer this weekend. Amazing story out of the Lone Star State. Still 2-0 here between Philadelphia and New England as we take a look at the upcoming schedule. Again, a full slate of action today. The next game kicks off at 4:30 between Dynamo Does and MNUFC 2. That'll be a great one. The evening wraps up with Tacoma and Timbers 2. That match at 10 p.m. Eastern. All of the matches available for free at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Crown Legacy and New York Red Bulls, too, looking to pick up some points atop the Eastern Conference as well. Let's take a look at the halftime highlights, and if you're just joining us, you missed a great first half, but not to fret. We'll take you through it. New England looked the brighter side in the first few minutes. Carlos Zambrano couldn't quite redirect the header on frame, and then a set piece fell kindly at the top of the 18-yard box to Joe Buck, a ways away, but this was the first goal. Davis calling for it one-on-one with Jake Shannon, able to get the speed to break away and then pick out the bottom left corner for his third of the campaign. 1-0 Philadelphia in the 17th minute, but that was far from all the first half had in store. 6 minutes later, and the visitors would hit again. This time it's Kellen LeBlanc again on the fast break to wrap up a 2-goal first half for Philadelphia. And then New England started to grow into the game a little bit. Jamon Masinden on the cutback, dragging it wide. There were a few more chances for Reds, 2 down the stretch. Carlos Zambrano on his weaker left foot nearly picks out the bottom right corner, well covered by Pierce Holbrook, who is halfway to his first clean sheet of the campaign. As that wraps up the first 45. Step aside one more time. The second half coming up after this.
Yeah, boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next, just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back for the second half. Phil Galati with you from Barron Stadium for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. New England on the right side of your screen in the navy and red. Philadelphia Union 2 in the yellow and blue on the left. Goals from Eddie Davis and Kellen LeBlanc. Gave us a 2-0 scoreline at the end of 45, but there are 45 more minutes to go. What sort of changes have been made? It was Philadelphia on the break when they were most deadly, sitting back a little bit, inviting the pressure, and then exploding on the counterattack. Meanwhile, New England, despite seeing the lion's share of the ball, unable to really test Pierce Holbrook in net for Union 2. And Kellen LeBlanc, he's going to get a talking to from the referee here. LeBlanc got his first goal of the year in the 23rd minute. So young, but has played so many minutes for us. That head coach Chris Harmon, so good at picking up the spaces, especially in transition. Can be aggressive in really dangerous areas. New England need that aggression to get back into this match. They might have a chance here. Sasaki on the turn, lost his footing. Nearly the start that New England were hoping for to this second 45. Again, it's just that final action that's been missing for the Revs. Buck. Lofted towards Sasaki, nearly got to him. To Paula in the way. Darlene. Oliveira. McIntosh. One-on-one. On his right. Got it away. And Andrew Craig is there. The lone substitution of the match thus far. Entered back in the 30th minute after the hydration break. Not the first time he's been on the end of a New England cross. First corner of the second half. New England had plenty in the first. Most of them were played to that front post. This is a training ground play. McIntosh has to wait for it to stop bouncing. Toward the back post. Shannon is there, needs one more touch. And Craig to the rescue again. Jake Shannon got his first professional goal, the game winner against Philadelphia in May. Nearly got his third of the year. Darlene. Center back takes a hard shove. Got the pass away. Buck spots the switch. Headed powerfully down in front, and Craig not messing about. 18-year-old Andrew Craig. His 8th appearance of the season. He's featured in every match since mid-May. Really grown into his role as a pivotal part of Philadelphia's midseason success. McIntosh on the prowl. Has support. Oliveira. Lovely move. Stands it up. Away again. Zambrano. Masindin. Zambrano still going. Still Zambrano. It was a difficult angle to work that back in front. Holbrook with a comfortable stop. New England pick up the second ball again. Unrelenting pressure to start this second half. Whipped in towards Zambrano. A looping header, despite his appeals for a corner. Just as quickly as Philadelphia lose the ball, New England fizzle out an attack. Craig will try and build this time. It's a great ball out of the back. Look at the space afforded here. Jakupovic. Nothing on the little back heel. It's only 2 or 3 passes that Union 2 were able to create. But again, despite that, in that first half, they still got 2 goals. The pace of Eddie Davis and Kellen LeBlanc on the break were unmatched. And ahead of this game, Chris Harmon had plenty of praise for the New England back line. He said, quote, What sticks out to me is how good they are defensively. They don't give up many chances, New England. We have to be aggressive and ready for a chess match to try and think outside the box. Philadelphia, 2 shots, 2 goals. They've unlocked different spaces on the field. Maybe they weren't expecting. They started the game with that direct Route 1 pass over the top and then shifted to those long ball along the ground in the channels. A little bit of pushing and shoving in the box. Referee's right on top of it. Decent ball in. Free header! Nearly flicked in from Morgan. That was the most successful corner of the bunch. Morgan gets a decent look at it, just trying to guide it into that near post. Sun's starting to come out a little bit more. A heat wave here in New England. We'll have another cooling break in the second half. Shannon allowed to explore the space. Tries the switch. It's a good idea. A little bit under hit. The first to it is Sequeira. That was a great battle in the first half. Giovanni Sequeira for Philadelphia against Demario McIntosh for New England. 2 promising academy products. McIntosh making his 50th MLS Next Pro career appearance in the season opener for New England. Born in Jamaica, moved to California at age 7 with his dad, who played as a goalkeeper. Joined the Revolution Academy in 2023 to Mario McIntosh and was named an MLS Next All-Star the next year. Masindin trying to be clever, doesn't come off the way he was hoping. Craig heard the calls from man on, just about got it away, and New England would have had numbers if Zambrano kept it. It's the first time we've really seen Andrew Craig under a bit of duress, as DePaula lets it skip under his boot. Smith with a quick restart. Rivera dispossessed on the 1-2. LeBlanc trying to spring Jakupovic forward. Shannon has to get the pace on it, and does. Trying to spring Jared Smith forward, and just a little bit too much on the pass. New England appealing for time wasting. It's only the 55th minute. But still, every second matters, and Philadelphia will stay keen to take their time. Zambrano trying to create the space with his body, and does. Well worked by the forward. Still alive here for New England, and Holbrook may have got a touch on that. He did. Cristiano Oliveira drawing some noise from the home crowd. Just didn't get that second touch all the way out of his feet. Went to overcompensate with power. Played quickly. Morgan. Oliveira on side. Body's calling for it at the back post. Instead, Shannon in front. Bravely blocked. Appeals for handball. Zambrano very late there. It'll be a yellow. Still appealing for a handball in the box. It was awfully quick to see anything in real time. And there's no attempt to play the ball there. It's reckless and it's late. It's certainly a yellow card, and Giovanni Sequeira slow to get up.
New England Revolution
Good bit of
2,
sportsmanship
yellow
from
card on
Miles
number
Morgan.
11, Carlos Zambrano in the 56th minute.
So now Zambrano joins McIntosh on a booking for New England. Caden Moore at the back on a yellow card for Philadelphia. New England preparing a double change. It looks to be an attacking one. Two forwards have lined up for head coach Pablo Moreira. So it does sound for the foul.
Substitutions for New England Revolution
Will
2.
be the double change
Entering
up
the
top.
field, number 71, Matthew Jean Baptiste.
Joe
Leaving the
Buck is
field,
brought off
number
in
17,
midfield for a
Shuma
true forward in
Sasaki.
Jaden Daw.
Entering the field,
Boston,
number 10,
Massachusetts native.
Jaden Daw. And leaving the
And then
field,
Shuma
number
Sasaki along with
8,
the
Joe
field,
Buck
brought
at
off
the
for another
58th
forward.
minute.
Matthew Jean-Baptiste making just his third appearance of the campaign. Matthew Jean-Baptiste, just 16 years of age. And appeals for the foul, but it's instead called a handball. You see that so often now, players wanting a foul, they'll fall on top of the ball, but if they don't get the call, it's risky business. In fact, Kellen LeBlanc has done just that. Here's Jaden Daw, fresh off the bench. Goodness me. Craig cleared that right into the assistant referee. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the athletic training staff is right there. Well, it's not an easy job to officiate these games, especially the pace that these players play. And the AR is constantly tasked with being right in line with the second defender. Craig was just trying to get it away as forcefully as he could. The official sitting upright, which is a good sign to see. The referee pointing to the watch. And this will likely be time added on. Pablo Moreira already out of his technical area with his whiteboard. Another look at Jaden Dom behind. Craig comes across. Oh my goodness. There was no time to react to that. The official already right back up. That is brave. And it shows sportsmanship as well from Craig. And Coach Moreira coming over to give his plaudits to the official as well. It looks okay to continue. So a scary moment averted. Full credit once again to the AR1 on the far side. Not been an easy job being an assistant today, especially in that first half with how many different offsides calls we saw. It's been a very tightly run ship at the back for both sides. We've seen less of that offside flag now, especially with New England trying to build more through it. Sequeira again drawing contact, this time staying upright. Now Masindin vying with Benitez. Smith, open man at the back post is McIntosh. Da looking for shooting space. Still Jaden Da and too many touches. Again, it's a case of New England getting the ball forward and then the final phase just breaking down. Appeals for a dangerous challenge, but both players got a solid piece of the ball there. You could hear it from the contact. Great touch by Craig. Breezing his way through, slipping it in behind for Eddie Davis, who will take it first time, and it's off the post and in. Davis has a brace. Philadelphia have 3. Andrew Craig all the way up from the back. Nobody closed him down. How easy it was for him to dribble in between the lines. And Davis again with the breakaway speed. His acceleration sets him apart. Guides in and off the post. And Philadelphia on the road making a statement.
Goal, Philadelphia Union 2 by number 77, Edward Davis at the 65th minute.
make that 3 in his last 2 matches and 4 on the year. Just one off Stas Korzeniowski for the team lead. Eddie Davis III signed to the first team back in February of last year. The first player in MLS Next Pro history to be named Rising Star of the Month 3 times in a season back in 2024. Record-breaking 13 goals in that campaign. Led the club. The most ever by a Union 2 player, was 4th in the league in scoring. How about the work from Andrew Craig as well? Dribbling all the way up from the back. Nobody closed him down, but he's done so well off the bench to discourage many New England crosses as Davis against Aline is by himself, trying to break free again. Kept it in play. Does go out in the end for a goal kick. Darlene now. Hasn't hit that well. Smith does well to bring it down, though. Morgan. Charging forward. Past one. By a second. To the far side. Jean-Baptiste with a go. Closed down in time. Smith, Da, Morgan. Smith to the back post, open man! And it was a golden opportunity for Demario McIntosh, who cannot believe he hasn't converted. That sums up the afternoon for New England Revolution 2. Creating, but not converting. Philadelphia have converted their chances. May get a 4th here, if not for McIntosh hustling back. Game's starting to really open up now, though. Morgan. Sinden makes the run. Didn't think he was going to get the ball. Was just trying to draw the space. Zambrano, 25 yards out. He'll have a go! Nearly pulls one back. Great save from Holbrook. Appeals for a pass back, but that didn't look intentional. Zambrano has dropped deeper into midfield now to try and facilitate this buildup. Sinden, McIntosh wide open. He'll try and burn his mark. He gets the beating of him. Great ball towards Da. No definitive touch provided. This is an earlier look at the try from Zambrano. Tries to bounce it right in front of the goalkeeper. Holbrook with a nice stop. Again, despite New England boasting the ball in the final third, he hasn't been very busy, Pierce Holbrook. Davis trying to hold his line. Appeals for offside. Davis gets there and stays onside. Has to go himself. Mendoza forced all the way back. Craig with another good ball. Jean-Baptiste getting physical. McIntosh with a big challenge as Craig intercepts again. Bit of an awkward one on that far side. Haven't seen a yellow card since the 56th minute to Carlos Zambrano. Morgan with a late kick out there. Maybe lucky not to get one. Sequeira gets the nutmeg on Morgan. And the referee says no. Daw now. Couldn't get behind Craig. What a performance this has been for Andrew Craig at the back. 18 years of age. It's been lights out since coming on in the 33rd minute. As Philadelphia prepare a double change. Darlene. Time not on New England's side. Still a good chunk, but they need an answer quick. Jean-Baptiste, skyward. Smith, great first touch. Nobody there in navy and red. Zambrano. Challenge came in, and referee says foul. It may have been for the earlier pull on Zambrano because the sliding challenge looked clean at first glance. But there was a bit of a pullback on his shoulder, and I think that's what the referee is saying, is to back it up to that first infraction. And that would make more sense.
Substitutions for Philadelphia Union 2. Entering the field, number 49, William Ferreira. Leaving the field,
double change now, back and forward. Malik Jakupovic up top.
Entering the field, number 55,
replaced by Sal Olivas.
And leaving the field, number 51, Malik Jakupovic, and 73rd minute.
As well as Kellen LeBlanc, scored the second to be replaced by William Ferreira. Montgomery, Pennsylvania native. Got an assist against Orlando the match before last. Zambrano, low delivery, flicked on, spilled by Holbrook, still alive. Jean-Baptiste goes down. Reds 2 want a penalty, they won't get it. Play halted as Holbrook takes a battle scar. Another look at it, there appeared to be some contact on the back of Jean-Baptiste. And it was Craig with the shoulder there. The referee says it's a clear attempt to play the ball. Andrew Craig, once again, has been the snuff to any flame. And New England have been able to create. About a quarter of an hour to go. New England have never conceded 3 at home this year. In fact, they've had an incredible home record in 2026. Philadelphia keen to spoil the party on Independence Day weekend. first time Philadelphia have scored more than 3 in a match, rather more than 2 in a match, since back in early April, the 12th against Carolina Core in a 4-1 win for Union 2. That was the only other time they've registered more than 2 goals in a match this season. Low cross, and that one nowhere near the frame. There will be another hydration break given the heat wave in New England. Three goals in the match thus far. The first came in the 17th minute. Eddie Davis racing forward, and no one was going to catch him. It's an excellent finish from the forward to make it 1-0 Philadelphia against the break. Frustration showing from the New England back line, but it would only grow worse as far as their concerns go. Union 2 hit for a second just 6 minutes later, and once again, it's on the counterattack. Good physical win in midfield, and then poked forward by Jakubovic. Gets his assist as Callum LeBlanc gets his goal, his first of the campaign. The GA Cup winner with the Philadelphia Academy races away. Had 3 last year, and is now off the mark in 2026. That would do it for the first half, but there was a third. Back in the 65th minute, Andrew Craig, wandering up from the back, plays an inch-perfect ball forward, and Eddie Davis does the rest. Gets his brace, and the history-making man for Philadelphia, putting a bow on a dominant display on the counterattack today. Is there enough time for New England to try and get something back? They've only used 2 substitutions. Philadelphia has used 3. As things stand, Union 2 will climb up into 9th place in the Eastern Conference, just 1 point off the playoff line. New England dropped to 5th. Head coach Pablo Moreira says we don't look at the standings during the year, we just take it game by game. We want to play the New England brand of football. He said we knew Philadelphia was going to be physical today given their last meeting. They started as a 5-back in that May matchup against Philadelphia, then switched to the 4. That's where they found success. They tried the 4-back tonight, but they were exposed on the counter. Clever turn. Poked forward through contact. Referee sees the foul, pointed to it as well. Awarded the throw, still having a think about it. Will now stop it for the injured player. Next up for New England is a little bit of a break. They play again in 10 days here at Barron Stadium against Columbus Crew 2, inaugural MLS Next Pro champions. That match at 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, Philadelphia will take the field on Sunday at home at Subaru Park against Huntsville. That match at 3 p.m. Eastern. And a reminder, all matches available on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Encouragement now from the Union 2 bench, trying to see out the result and forcing poor passes in midfield where New England have been dominant despite the scoreline. Darlene. Oliveira looking towards Jean-Baptiste, and who else but Andrew Craig to shuffle it out of play. Oliveira in the box, trying to stay upright, running out of time. Craig gets it away. Masindin. Morgan. Gets the 1-2. Still Miles Morgan. Took a deflection. Holbrook can't quite keep it in touch. England can't take the corner quickly, as multiple players down for Philadelphia. Eddie Davis at the bottom of your screen. Another player for Philadelphia down in the box as well. It's Timo Mendoza. Both will shrug it off and soldier on. Just some more physicality on the box. Jean-Baptiste standing right in front of the goalkeeper. Has to be careful not to impede him. Referee going to stand in the box too to get a better view of things. Cross toward the goalkeeper, and instead it was Darlene fighting for it. Called for a corner kick. Everybody wants a call their way. Getting very vocal in that 18-yard box. Toward the danger zone, away from the near post. Holbrook went down, Masindin does too. Philadelphia can break. Trivella ball releases Davis, who's on a hat trick. Eddie Davis in behind to wrap it up and scores! Philadelphia Union 2, dominant on the road. Eddie Davis has his hat trick. Just enough to sneak it under the goalkeeper. And how else but a counterattack?
Goal, Philadelphia Union 2 by number 77, Edward Davis, assisted by 59, Tyler Gladstone in the 84th minute. And substitutions for New England Revolution 2. Entering the field, number 4, Chris Mbayasim. Leaving the field, number 19, Demario McIntosh. Entering the field, number 78, Grant Emery. And leaving the field, number 11, Carlos Zambrano at the 84th minute.
From a 5-0 loss on the road to Red Bull New York 2 to a 4-0 cushion against New England the following week. Talk about a bounce-back performance for Chris Harmon and company. Double change for New England. In the midst of that, Chris Mbayasim comes on for Demario McIntosh, as well as Grant Emery for Carlos Zambrano. Abdoulaye Diop as well has come in for Eddie Davis. He scores his hat trick with his last kick of the afternoon. As well as Oscar Benitez replaced. John Ruff take his spot.
Substitutions for Philadelphia Union 2. Entering the field, number 93, Abdoulaye Diop. Leaving the field, number 36, Oscar Benitez.
Morgan.
Entering the field, number 54, John Ruff. And leaving the field,
wide open is Darlene. Took a touch. Emery showing short. Masindin breezes by the first. Brought down right outside the box. It'll be a New England free kick. Revs 2 looking for consolation. Sequeira goes down with a yelp in the box. Oh, and that is a stamp from Gabe Darlene, and he is very lucky the referee didn't see that. There may have been some contact initiated there by Giovanni Sequeira, but either way, do well to keep his nerve. Multiple players still jostling in the box. Towards goal, and Holbrook able to palm it away. There's a physical challenge that was going to happen with the tempers starting to boil over. Credited to the heat or the rivalry. Anytime Philadelphia and New England meet, there's always fireworks. Sequeira forcefully brought down by Darlene, who is not on a yellow card. The two players that were on a booking were just brought off for New England. Talked about discipline coming into this match. Only 3 yellow cards. There was a red the last time these two teams met, and it was a double yellow for Sala Livas, who's just come off the bench. Good ball in behind. Early cross. And New England not on the same wavelength. Jean-Baptiste just tried to clip it through artfully. Scuffed underneath it. Craig. Shrugged off it by Jean-Baptiste. 16-year-old leaving it all out there. Sinden does enough. Wasteful. Sent forward. By SM. Trying not to foul Olivas. It's pulled back and then a little bit of a shove as well. Again. Cooler heads must prevail. New England won't want to pick up a suspension ahead of a very difficult game against Crew 2.
Has awarded 5 minutes of added time for the second half.
Shot from a tough angle, and Holbrook behind it all the way. Last time New England played Columbus, it was a 2-1 win for the Capybaras back on April 18th. Whistle sounds against John Ruff, who can't believe it. 5 minutes at a minimum added on. By SM. His professional debut back in 2023 in the French third tier with Strasbourg's second team. Lovely idea forward. Emery towards Da, Craig in the way. He may not have had 3 goals today, Andrew Craig, but he has certainly put in a performance worth mentioning. If it wasn't for Eddie Davis at the triple, it likely would have been his man of the match award to pick up. More jostling, referee keeping a watchful eye. Plenty of loft on this one. Headed toward goal. Well wide. Jean-Baptiste looked to be in an offside position there, just impeding the goalkeeper. If that was on frame, it likely would have been called back. Darlene. Deflected cross. Morgan chesting it down. Needs the final touch. And again, New England are unable to get a shot away. Pierce Holbrook set to pick up his first clean sheet since August 3rd against FC Cincinnati 2. A big confidence pickup for the Littleton, Colorado native. His dad, Trevor, played soccer not too far from here at Southern New Hampshire. Holbrook was a Navy man, all Patriot League second team as a senior. Was the midshipman starter since his sophomore campaign. Morgan. Still Morgan. Might have a go. Sees a couple open lanes to his right. Darlene, one of them. Jean-Baptiste. No cross stamped away. And again, Philly can counter. Here's Ruff. Got it stuck under his boot. Da. Morgan. Spots the switch. Darlene has shifted his position ever since McIntosh came off. He's slid out to right back now. Getting forward on a lot of these. Doesn't have quite the same pace as DeMario McIntosh. Emerhe came off him last. And who else but Andrew Craig making another defensive stop and receives some well-deserved plaudits from his goalkeeper. Da. Clipping it forward, and Jean-Baptiste doesn't quite have the pace to get there. Union 2 have shipped up to New England on Independence Day weekend and put up a valiant fight to claim all 3 points.
The final score is New England Revolution 2, 0, Philadelphia Union 2, 4. We thank you all for coming, and please get home safe.
Their best performance of the year as they look to make a charge toward the playoff places. Head coach Chris Harmon and his crew struggle into Barron Stadium and come away with a clean sheet and an emphatic victory. Today's man of the match, none other than number 77 of Philadelphia Union 2, presented by Adidas. It's Eddie Davis. Goals in the 17th, 23rd, and 65th minute. Completing his hat trick. The former top goal scorer in club history set the record back in 2024. And all of them taken so well. First two on the counter. The third with the pace of play from the back, courtesy of Andrew Craig. This was the final goal to seal the hat trick. Nobody's going to catch him. Eddie Davis in open space. Say goodbye. Three-piece for number 77. Philadelphia pick up all 3 points. 4-0 the final over New England. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Phil Galati. Don't forget, there's a lot of soccer on today. You can watch it all at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good afternoon.
Written consent of Major League Soccer.